Day 3 of driving from Atlanta, Georgia to Anchorage, Alaska. It's 6 a.m. But we got places to be, so we filled up our water bottles, got a couple muffins from the breakfast, and then headed out. This is Claire's doing an ab workout to stay awake while the car is self-driving. We barely got enough sleep, and you can tell by my eye twitching. Anyways, this supercharger was in the parking lot of a Hy-Vee, and it's just a grocery store, but everything was done right. All the workers seemed genuinely happy. Everything was clean. The aisles were so wide. I don't know, you just had to be there. Then we crossed into the corn state that also holds the first caucus. We had to charge again, so we got a lavender cream oat milk matcha because I had a $3 off coupon, and also bought lunch from Panera. It was a pretty convenient area. The miles of straight flat farmland go by quick, and before we know it, we're in Sioux City, where we pull up to another Hy-Vee. Except this time, it starts hailing while I'm sitting waiting for Clarice.
Oh no!
The hail was M&M size, and it wasn't for that long, but I wasn't expecting that. So I took a video just in case Clarice wouldn't bleep me.
Claire's got some bananas. And for some reason they like to individually package things in little plastic bags.
Back on the road, we saw this rainstorm that was blown so hard by the winds that it was literally bending 45 degrees. Look at it. I'm sorry, but the only interesting things on this road are the cattle and the horses, so here's a quick little montage of the cows.
Oh my god, babies! Oh my god, they're in the corner. Oh my god, look at him! More cows. Brown ones. More brown ones. And tan too. Oh my god, a baby! Oh my god! Dinosaur.
Actually, the weather was kind of interesting to me because tell me why the clouds are hanging so low. Is that how a tornado starts? This might be my favorite supercharging spot just because there was no one around, and there were these picnic tables that were perfect for us to make dinner. Soy sauce ramen, boxed tofu, hard-boiled eggs. Delish. We were feeling so good because the weather was finally clearing up. I saw this funny looking dinosaur skeleton on the side of the road, but that good weather lasted all of 2 seconds.
Scenic overlook, apparently. We've been looking at this for 300 miles. What the?
Yeah, we got bamboozled by a sign. But no worries, we're about to feed some prairie dogs, right? Right? They were closed. I mean, obviously it makes sense, the weather was not great, but we were so sad. Oh well, I wouldn't want to come up in this weather either.
Oh, so cold.
Then we entered Badlands National Park and the wind was so strong. But the views were cool though. The crazy wind was probably because we were at the top of this canyon-like structure, so we hopped back into the car and drove to a different boardwalk that was more sheltered from the wind. Just kidding, it was just as windy, but we were in ski jackets, so it was a bit better. Up until this point, we thought this place had no wildlife at all, but this bird proved us wrong. Then we drove to the Cliff Shelf Nature Trail. It was just a short 1-mile hike, and the best part was that we saw mule deer. Apparently they're named that because of their ears. They were so chill, so unbothered, like they know they're living in a national park. Look at him! Anyways, we hiked the rest of this pretty easy trail, and then near the end, 2 of the deer we saw came to say hi again. And then the whole family came! I think they're a family because look at this, look at this. That just screams siblings. Y'all siblings know what I'm talking about. So that was 4, and at the edge of the parking lot, 2 more, so 6 total. After all that, we were pretty cold and tired, so we headed to the campground to car camp. We set the Tesla to camp mode, and here's our setup. It's pretty cozy for the 2 of us, and we have privacy with the window covers. So that's it. See y'all for day 4.